have a contractor on board, and we have 3 different groups right now validating to get us to a budget number.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. That was Three Rivers Management just a few months ago. But now the plan for expansion is official. We have the details.
Plus, get ready for major repairs on I-82 westbound near Sela this weekend. Our Emily Goodell hears from WashDOT.
Also ahead.
I mean, we have 191 members out here today.
It is a big day for some students in Findlay. Watch as our Dan Hansen learns about FFA.
Plus, the weekend is almost here, and it may be time to break out the rain jacket.
Josh is tracking your First Alert forecast as the news at 6 starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us as we end the week together. I'm Wendy Redmond.
And I'm Austin Reed. Happy Friday, everybody. It is the 21st of February.
Well, travelers on I-82 westbound near Sela should anticipate possible delays as crews start repairs tonight.
New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the damage caused by a crash last month.
It happened when a semi-truck spun out and crashed into the side of the bridge.
We determined that the damaged part was a truss, and that was a load-bearing piece. And so we needed to keep weights off of that section of the roadway.
The left lane of I-82 westbound shut down ever since.
The good news is the bridge was not in danger of collapsing, so we had a little bit of time to plan for the repair, figure out the best method on how we're going to do it, wait for a good weather window, and secure funding.
Repairs mean a short detour onto Sela Road for westbound I-82 drivers headed to Sela or Ellensburg.
People getting through that section, it's kind of a complicated web of roadways, right? But for the most part, signs will direct travelers through the work zone. They'll shift from I-82, they'll cross over, they'll go down this way, and then once they're out of this, they can either, the Jersey barrier will be open past the bridge, so they can either go into the right lane to continue on to Ellensburg here, or stay here and continue on to Sela. I want to note that interconnect or the bypass is going to be one lane in each direction. So westbound travelers can definitely expect congestion, especially during peak travel times as they're headed westbound either into Sela or continuing on to Ellensburg.
The cost of repairs estimated at $300,000, taken out of WashDOT's maintenance budget, with plans to recover that cost from the trucking company. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Emily, thank you for that. Crews will be out making adjustments to the roadway tonight, and repairs are expected to take the next 2 weeks.
People seeking to recall Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis have started circulating petitions. They are being placed at several local businesses across the county. The recall process was started by several Yakima County Republican Party precinct officers in response to a criminal case involving the coroner. It led to him being charged with official misconduct, tampering with evidence, and making a false or misleading statement to a public servant.
It's really important for us to be able to hold our elected officials accountable, and this is that method. We've had a lot of people reach out how frustrated they are with what has happened, and this is your opportunity to do that.
They now have up to 6 months to get 13,500 signatures from people registered to vote in Yakima County before that process can move forward.
Turning now to First Alert weather. The weekend is here, and it looks to be a rainy one for a lot of our viewers.
It does. So who will see the wet weather and even possible flooding? Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth is in for Stacy tonight with more. Josh?
Well, Friday wasn't nearly as nice as Thursday. We had more clouds and it was a little bit cooler. Now for tonight, we're going to continue to keep it mostly dry for lower elevations and for the blues, but rain and snow going to be likely up in the Cascades, and it will be a bit breezy for the mountains, winds gusting out of the south upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we'll have some overall small shower chances for lower elevations, much warmer. Our highs are going to end up in the 50s, which will finally place us at about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. A little bit cooler in the valleys, but maybe flirting with 60 in the lower Columbia Basin. Winds definitely much more widespread, gusting out of the south and west between 20 to 45 miles per hour, some of the fastest wind gusts being in the Cascades. So here's the bottom line for the forecast. Rain, snow, and freezing rain likely tonight in the Cascades. Then it's mainly going to transition to rain after tonight. So we'll have a whole bunch of rain up in the mountains from Saturday through Tuesday. We'll have flooding potential, and that's as snow levels rise because high temperatures rising into this weekend. We actually have a flood watch that's been posted for the Cascades, not on our side of the Cascades, but still there will be that flooding potential. So I'll show you how much rain we're expecting this weekend and just how warm it could get. That's going to be coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. In local living, it is official. Phase 1 of the Three Rivers Convention Center expansion is moving forward.
Yeah, this is exciting news. The Kennewick City Council unanimously approved a resolution to proceed with the project. This will be funded through a bond issued by the Kennewick Public Facilities District and will not add any new taxes to taxpayers. Construction will begin in March 2025, so in just a few weeks, marking 12 years since an expansion was initially conceptualized.
After construction is complete, the center will add a 60,000 square foot exhibit hall, 5,000 square feet of additional meeting rooms, an extended lobby, and a new kitchen to the existing footprint.
So we are trying to become, the entertainment district. We've got this core of all these buildings, and we're looking, as our architect says, to create sticky architecture.
A new Marriott hotel will also be built right next door. That will include about 160 rooms. The new hotel is expected to break ground in April 2025. The entire project is scheduled to be complete. Again, this is just phase 1, but it is expected to be complete in the fall of 2026. Wow, more than 150 FFA members gathering in Findlay for the 2025 Lower Columbia Basin FFA Jamboree.
That's right. 13 different chapters participated in a variety of career events showcasing their skills and passion for agriculture. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen was there and has more.
Horse judging, we have tractor driving, we have ag mechanics.
And that's just the beginning. Jennifer Yoakum, advisor for the Findlay FFA chapter, has been organizing the Mid-Columbia FFA Jamboree for over 20 years. She says events like this help shape the future of agriculture.
The competitions that they're doing now are preparing them for those different jobs and careers.
One of those FFA members is Jordan Jelnick, the state reporter for FFA. Growing up in Richland, she's been involved in FFA her entire life.
I've been singing the FFA Creed since I was 5 years old. Went to my first state convention at 2 weeks. FFA has just always been in my blood, always been something I do. So I was a member for 3 years, serving my 4th year now as a state officer, and I just love being able to give back to an organization that gave me so much.
The Jamboree marks the end of National FFA Week. Students competed, networked, and celebrated their shared passion for agriculture, with chapters represented from Sela to Connell. Nationwide, there are 9,235 local FFA chapters in all 50 states, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. For Kaya Miles, the president of the Findlay FFA chapter, the organization is a family tradition.
My brothers and my mom was in FFA when she was in high school. She joined right after they started allowing women to join FFA. So her older sister was allowed to, but then she did. And so my older brothers did. My older brother was a state officer. So it was kind of natural for us to join FFA when we came into high school.
Yoakum says several organizations in the ag industry were on hand to show students different career opportunities. And one thing is clear, FFA members love what they do. FFA! Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
I learned a lot in just the last 2 minutes.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love the big smiles and the attitudes. It's
for sure.
Very great.
For sure. All right, the news at 6 is just getting started. We have a whooping cough case to report out of Kittitas County that is impacting one local high school.
Plus, we're going in depth.
We have families that come get it in 5-gallon buckets.
With bird flu rampant, is raw milk safe? We'll take you out to a dairy farm.
Let's go to a live picture now. This is in Yakima. Nice shot there. Josh is back. He'll have a full look at your First Alert forecast as he's been talking about tonight. Get ready for lots of rain.
Yes, and another way you can get ready, download our brand new Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. From customized forecasts to instant weather alerts and a whole lot more. You can find out exactly when it's going to start raining with this app as well. Just scan this QR code to download it right now to your phone.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Plan the ultimate date night at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Find the hottest slots, blockbuster movies, exquisite dining experiences, thrilling entertainment, and fun for the whole family at quaking Aspen's Lanes. You can bet that Wild Horse has everything you want for a perfect night out in Pendleton. Spark up an unforgettable night with our 30th anniversary fireworks show, then transport back to the 90s during the Throwback Dance Party on March 8th. Visit wildhorseresort.com for more info. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrate 3 decades of fun.
I'm Drew Henry, tea maker and founder of Revival Tea Company, and we're right here at Yolks Fresh Market. We started in 2018 in Spokane. We are super proud of getting our peppermint from Washington State, our honey from bees in Spokane. We've collaborated with Dry Fly and turned into canned cocktails. We definitely would not be where we're at today without the support from some amazing local partners like Yolks. Oh yeah, the more and more we can work together, that's been a really fun thing as we continue to grow.
Check out Revival Tea at Yolks Fresh Market.
This President's Day, McCurley Honda invites you to discover the vehicle that's the perfect fit for your drive. Take advantage of exclusive financing, like 1.9% on the new Honda CR-V or 2.9% on the Honda HR-V during the President's Day event. There's never been a better time to find a vehicle that fits your budget. The President's Day event is the event you've been waiting for, but it all ends this month. McCurley Honda. It's always your way home.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
At Fred's, discover the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region. It's time appliances had a personality. Yours. Express your personal style with GE Cafe. Modern colors with sleek custom hardware to accent any stylish kitchen. With the purchase of select suite combinations, get up to a $3,000 mail-in rebate. Customize your kitchen style and take advantage of special savings today at Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances. Only appliances.
After 2 weeks off, the Kraken returned to the ice. From the pine trees to the palm trees, a clash with the defending Stanley Cup champs is on tap. Kraken, Panthers, pregame at 2:30, Saturday on MeTV. This newscast sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel. Fun is how we roll.
New tonight in our 6 o'clock hour, the Kittitas County Public Health Department is now working closely with Ellensburg High School to address a confirmed case of whooping cough associated with the school's cheer team.
So to prevent further spread, KCPHD recommends all cheerleaders and associated staff get tested, especially if they're experiencing any symptoms.
Now, the health department says their goal is to stop the spread of whooping cough and protect the health of the team, the staff, students, and the community. They do say any Ellensburg High School cheerleader and associated staff should contact their healthcare provider for a test.
The trend of drinking raw, unpasteurized milk has really grown a lot on social media as Americans push to eat less processed foods.
The newly confirmed head of the Department of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has previously touted on social media wanting to end the FDA's suppression of raw milk. The agency has called it one of the riskiest foods people can consume.
This all comes as bird flu is impacting dairy herds across the U.S. Lee Waldman visited one of the dairy farms to see where and how this milk is collected.
With his cows brushed and milking equipment thoroughly cleaned,
we're ready to go.
Stephen Vincent is ready to begin milking his dairy cows at Brookby Farm in upstate New York. These specialized machines collect approximately 300 gallons of milk weekly. It's then cooled and bottled on site. He and his wife Jamie sell it directly to customers in the family farm store.
I just feel like people have gotten to a point where they want to get back to more natural way of living and eating.
In the past few months, they say they've personally seen the demand for raw milk skyrocket.
We have families that come get it in 5-gallon buckets.
As bird flu becomes a growing concern, impacting dairy herds in states including California and Nevada, the Vincents are back to COVID-era protocols. The barn isn't open to visitors. We had to wear protective foot coverings, and the windows were covered to keep birds out.
New York has started testing the milk for that.
Farmers in New York, like the Vincents, are required to have a specialized permit from the Department of Agriculture and Markets in order to sell raw milk to people. It requires the animals and milk to be tested regularly. But the Vincents wish there was a uniform requirement for selling raw milk instead of varying from state to state.
Here, I have to sell it here on my farm. I cannot take it to a farmer's market to sell. Connecticut is 3 miles away. They can bottle it and sell it in a grocery store.
On the West Coast, Bethany McDaniel buys her raw milk from a larger operation, Raw Farm, which recently had a bird flu outbreak.
That gave me zero pause.
For 2 years, McDaniel has consumed raw milk on and off because she believes it has improved her dairy sensitivity, her children's immune system, and her gut health, though the FDA refutes all of those claims.
With proper standards in place, there's nothing dangerous or risky about it.
That's not the belief held by the majority of the medical community. Dr. Rabia Delator, a gastroenterologist, says prior to the required pasteurization of milk, up to 25% of foodborne illnesses came from it.
People were getting sick from drinking raw milk because the process of actually getting milk from a cow into an actual container for you to drink was fraught with different types of infectious sources.
Milk is pasteurized by applying high heat over a short period of time, which kills bacteria like E. coli, Listeria, and Staph without removing nutrients found in milk. Delator warns against drinking raw milk and urges anyone interested to research the risks rather than believing what they see on social media.
If you blindly follow instructions that you see on social media or other sources where there's no liability.
In New York, I'm Lee Waldman.
It is your chance to help name a local park. The Hermiston Parks and Rec Department wants to hear your best ideas for the Cimarron Recreation Area. Right now, it has wetlands and an unpaved trail system, but there are future plans for a playground out there. They got a $300,000 grant to make that reality, so now they just need a little help deciding what to call it. If you have an idea for a name, just find this story on Apple Valley News Now. For a link, the deadline is next week.
We're going to head to Walla Walla. Washington Governor Bob Ferguson announcing the Washington State Department of Commerce has awarded a $1.5 million grant to Sky NRG for the building of a sustainable aviation fuel plant in Walla Walla County. It's called Project Wiggion, and construction on the plant is expected to begin in 2026. Ferguson says the project is expected to bring about 600 jobs to Walla Walla by the time construction begins and have 100 full-time jobs once the plant begins production, which is expected to be in 2029. Learn more about this as well at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Well, we have some very active weather over the next 7 days, but in particular over the next 4 days with a couple different storm systems, one for Saturday and Sunday, and then another one for Monday and Tuesday. Really, the Saturday-Sunday one begins for tonight, so we'll go ahead and step you through it. Snow will be likely in the Cascades by the early evening, with small rain shower chances becoming more widespread after 6 p.m. This is around the time the Cascades will start to transition to rain, while the Blues will start to see that transition after 8 p.m. Rain chances will stay limited for lower elevations and the Blues, but will remain likely throughout the night in the Cascades. Then for tomorrow, rain will still be likely in the morning for the Cascades, with much smaller chances elsewhere. The Blues will finally see a full transition of rain after 10 a.m., and rain will be likely throughout the day in the Cascades, while rain chances gradually pick up for the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin, also after 10 a.m. Then for Saturday night, after 4 p.m., we'll see our first widespread surge of rainfall across the map. Rain will be likely for all of our microclimates, with chances remaining high through the evening and night. That's a fancy way of saying this. We'll be in washout territory. So, okay, before we get to snowfall and rainfall totals, I first wanted to touch on the winds, as they'll be a factor as well, specifically after 7 p.m. tomorrow evening into Sunday. But we're thinking they could gust upwards of 45 to 50 miles per hour up in the Cascades and in the Blues. Snowfall, not going to be that big of an impact at all, so we'll go ahead and we'll talk about some of the rainfall that could accrue from the storm system. 6 p.m. on Friday to 4 in the morning on Monday could have 3.5 to 4 inches of rain up in the Cascades, maybe upwards of 1 inch to 1.5 inches in the Blues. And then as we head into the rest of the day on Monday, then for much of Tuesday as well, maybe we could have another 1.5 inches up in the Cascades, maybe another 0.5 inch in the Blues. So if you're keeping score at home, that could be upwards of 5 inches of rain in the Cascades over the span of about 4 days, and then upwards of 2 inches of rain in the Blues within the same time frame. But we could see localized flooding up in the Cascades, especially in and around some of those smaller streams. And the reason why we're going to have rain falling on top of existing snowpack in the mountains is because snow levels will be way up there, between 3,500 to 8,000 feet, and that's as a response to some much warmer high temperatures. For a change, will actually be above average. In fact, about 10 to 15 degrees above average by Sunday, and we'll continue to keep it above average after that in the Tri-Cities. So here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances Saturday, which will turn likely Saturday night into Sunday and Monday, then trending drier for Tuesday and beyond. In Yakima, increasing rain chances over the next couple days. Rain likely Sunday and Monday, then dry and mild Wednesday through Friday. In Ellensburg, rain likely for Saturday through Monday, then drier overall next week. In Hermiston, small rain chances Saturday, which will grow tenfold Saturday night into Sunday and Monday, then looking drier for Tuesday and beyond. Then in Walla Walla, about a 50-50 shot of rain on Saturday, rain likely Sunday through Monday with a few thunderstorms possible, then drier overall into next week.
All right, Josh, thank you for that. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
Yes, caught on camera in Hawaii. What was this explosion all about? We'll tell you when we come back.
And so what is this? Is this a relationship, a friendship?
This is family.
Okay, so you cousins?
And
damn, you her auntie? Hey, auntie.
Nate Jackson, as seen on MTV's Wildin' Out and Kevin Hart's Heart of the City on Comedy Central. Friday, March 7th, Legends Casino Hotel.
They don't even want to answer no more. They're trying to look away. No, look at me. Ernest goes to camp.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Nate Jackson, Super Funny World Tour. Friday, March 7th at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At Neurostim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
These are just a few of the over 500,000 very happy Audien hearing aid customers. They're happy because they now live a better life. And they live a better life because they hear better. And they hear better because they purchased a full pair of Audien Adam 2s for only $189.
The Adam hearing aids, the best I have ever come across in my life.
Fit nicely in my ear. Nobody sees them.
Oh, I love the product, love the support, and I'm going to buy another pair.
Audien was rated in the best OTC hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today. You trust USA Today, so you can trust Audien. The Adam 2 is so tiny, nearly invisible. They've got great sound quality. And did we mention only $189 for a full pair?
It really does make it nice to be able to be out in a restaurant and hear what everyone's saying.
And it's so easy to order. Call Audien right now.
1-800-417-1483.
Shipping is free, and you get a 45-day money-back guarantee.
Check this out. An explosion at a beachside resort in Hawaii left several people hurt yesterday, and it was all caught on camera. Video shows debris shooting from the Whaler Resort in Maui. Take a look at your screen here. People who were walking along the beach when the blast happened can be seen running for cover. Authorities believe a propane tank explosion was sparked by a grill malfunction. At least 7 people were hurt in all of this, at least 3 people in critical condition. One person even had to be airlifted for treatment.
And now you're about to see an extraordinary rescue in suburban Phoenix. Take a look at this one. A motorcycle police officer, an off-duty firefighter, and some witnesses pulled Amy Ruiz out of a burning truck. It flipped over and caught on fire Tuesday after a cement mixer rear-ended her on a highway. Ruiz says she saw it coming in her rear-view mirror, but stuck in traffic, all she could do was hope for the best. Then she became trapped in her burning pickup on its side with nothing to do but wait to be rescued. Ruiz was treated in a local hospital and went home the same day. The region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. is up next. We'll have stories you have yet to see.
And Josh is coming back with your weekend first alert forecast, plus tonight's ski report. Very important if you're planning on hitting the slopes this weekend. And a quick reminder to download our new weather app. We'll be right back.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Welcome to Hoops, your new favorite restaurant and bar, where the vibe is clean, the food is delicious, and the staff always friendly. Whether you're in for a night of trivia, around a pool, darts, dancing, pull tabs, or karaoke, Hoops has it all. Great food, great people, Hoops, where every night is a great experience. Hoops Bar. Stop by today for your next great night out.
Hi, I'm Stacy Lee, and I'm inviting you on a holidays vacation tour. Join me as we experience New England's fall foliage, October 2nd to the 10th. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors, before ending our vacation in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword Apple Valley, to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
Furniture legs can scar your floors, costing you a lot of cash. Now there's Ruby Sliders, the new chair leg covers that protect your floors, prevent scratching, and slide with ease without all the noise. They fit snugly on most size legs and glide across any floor. Now you can move even your largest furniture with no effort at all. Regular felt gets worn and easily falls off, but Ruby Sliders feature an ultra-tight nano-weave material attached with an industrial-strength adhesive to the cover, so they're built to last. Plus, they're ultra flexible and conform to most sizes. They'll protect any kind of floor, from hardwood, laminate, ceramic tile, and more. Call or go online now to get Ruby Sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping. That's right, free shipping. This offer is not available on Amazon, so order now.
Call 1-800-701-0426 or visit rubysliders.com. So call 1-800-701-0426 now.
You have something. It will carry you to greatness.
Make some noise! Let's go! You can do anything. I know.
The Oscars live Sunday, March 2nd on ABC and stream live on Hulu.
Here's what's happening right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. Will Washington State pilots get some help regarding leave for mental health concerns? Albert James will explain.
Plus, a special moment for Pasco Fire today. What this pushing in ceremony was all about. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Here we go on this Friday, 21st of February. There's just 1 week left of this month, the second month of 2025.
Yeah. And then we're into March, and then spring will be here before you know it. And we're thinking warmer temperatures and all that, but we still have some time before that comes.
We do. Winter is still officially here.
It is.
We're going to check in with meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He's in for Stacy as she's in the Big Apple right now. She'll be back with us later next week. But Josh also has a look at the ski report.
Yeah, so for anyone hitting the slopes, this one's for you, Josh.
Here's your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer Village. So, of course, we have to start off at Schweitzer's. The base depth is at 71 inches, and then we'll take you down to Ski Bluewood, as this is where we have the biggest base depth. It is closer to 90 inches now as opposed to 80 inches. And then for White Pass, we have a base depth that is unfortunately now a little bit closer to 60 as opposed to 70. But I think unfortunately across the map, we'll see all of these base depths going down as we'll have mountain rainfall that's going to wipe out some of this progress. I'll tell you just how much rainfall we're expecting, and also I'll touch on the flooding potential that we could see for the Cascades in particular. So that's going to be coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, Josh, thanks so much. Well, Washington state senators advanced a bill to support pilots who are disqualified from flying due to mental and neurological health reasons.
New at 6:30, Capitol correspondent Albert James shows us why pilots say there's been a huge barrier in getting necessary care.
And how an almost catastrophic situation brought the issue to light.
They keep us all moving around, and we want to make sure that they are healthy and safe as they do that work.
Senate Bill 5396 would ensure paid family and medical leave benefits are given to pilots, air traffic controllers, and other employees who are waiting to be medically recertified by the Federal Aviation Administration. Under federal law, pilots and other staff with certain health conditions are disqualified from work unless they go through a process to be reinstated. Pilots have said that recertification process is arduous, often taking nearly 2 years, and going that long without work is costly.
The unfortunate reality is that the vast majority of pilots do not choose the path toward mental wellness. Why? Financial loss and financial uncertainty are the main reasons my colleagues do not take the necessary steps.
Prime sponsor Mark Elias, a Democrat from Snohomish County, said he wanted to take action after a terrifying incident in 2023. An off-duty Alaska Airlines pilot struggling with mental health issues allegedly tried to shut off the engines of a jet as it was flying from Everett to San Francisco.
What was clear in the aftermath is that the pilot himself lost his career, is deeply regretful of what happened, and has raised awareness of the challenges for our pilots to access necessary care.
The state fiscal analysis projects the bill will result in increases for paid family and medical leave premiums. Airlines previously expressed concerns over some of the compensation requirements, but the legislation was amended to accommodate their own leave programs. In the end, all members of the Labor and Commerce Committee in attendance Friday supported the bill moving forward.
I think it's a well-worked bill, and I know that people have the various groups have worked very diligently and very hard to try and find some common ground where they could come together, and I think they've achieved that. So I will be supporting the bill today. Thank you.
The bill now goes to the Senate Ways and Means Committee, which has until next Friday to consider the proposal and whether to move it to the full Senate. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
All right, Albert, thank you for that. A party line vote in Olympia this morning advancing a proposal to give the legislature more say over a governor's emergency powers. But the bill's sponsor says changes to the legislation has shaken his own support of it. Senate Bill 5434 is a bipartisan proposal to give the legislature power to end a governor's declared state of emergency and automatically end emergency limitations on activities after 30 days. Democratic senators on the State Government Committee amended the bill, removing the 30-day limit on emergency limitations and instead giving the legislature the option to vote to end those orders. All Republicans on the committee voted against the amended bill, arguing it's weaker than the current law. As we previously reported, Governor Ferguson highlighted emergency powers reform as a priority, even making a call to get the bill a public hearing. Turning to crime news now, the stepfather of a former Richland teen who died of severe abuse has been charged with murder in the boy's death.
44-year-old Stephen Griffin is charged with murder in the killing of his stepson, 16-year-old Daniel Garza. Garza died on February 7th in Indianapolis after 11 days in the hospital. Doctors report the teen weighed only 94 pounds and was suffering from a brain bleed, as well as severe burns, bruising, and fractures. Garza's mother, Kristen Griffin, is also facing charges of child abuse and neglect.
The stepfather is accused of throwing hot water on the boy, which resulted in severe burns to his face, neck, and chest. He's also accused of beating him continuously and stomping on his ankle until it broke. We do want to warn you, these are graphic details. Authorities say Garza moved with his mother and stepfather from Richland to Springfield back in November. The stepfather's next court date is on March the 24th.
The Ellensburg Police Department announced today the suspect in the March 2024 Jack in the Box murder has been found guilty. EPD said 18-year-old Benny Castizo was found guilty of first and second-degree murder. He was also convicted of assault and reckless endangerment related to others involved in the case. According to police, sentencing enhancements for firearms and gang affiliation were applied, and Castillo is still awaiting sentencing.
Well, we're going to head to Yakima County. A teenager has been arrested after allegedly making threats to carry out a school shooting. That's according to the Grandview Police Department. Officers responded to Grandview Middle School just after 11 a.m. yesterday after receiving a report that a 14-year-old student had threatened to open fire at the school. GVPD says officers worked with school security to investigate the threats. Officials say the student was arrested and booked into the Yakima County Juvenile Detention Center on suspicion of felony harassment.
Two men who trafficked large amounts of drugs from Richland across eastern Washington were just sentenced to federal prison. This news comes today from the acting U.S. Attorney Richard Barker. He says 26-year-old Angel Ramon Barajas Zarate from Mexico got 11 years in prison. 42-year-old Hector Sanchez Mendez, also from Mexico, got 6 years. In 2022, investigators discovered Barajas Zarate was using the USPS to ship drugs. They also determined Sanchez Mendez was operating a drug stash house in Richland. In all, investigators seized more than 100,000 fentanyl-laced pills, more than 50 pounds of meth, about 1 kilo of cocaine, more than 20 guns, and about $15,000. All of that made it one of the largest drug busts in eastern Washington history.
Over in northern Oregon, we have a crime alert out of Pendleton tonight. The police department now warning local business managers and owners there about this new problem. They say it seems someone is passing around these gold coin pieces, which upon first glance appear real, but are in fact fake. PPD wants to remind business owners to educate their employees about the difference between a fake and genuine coin. They are also asking for tips from the public to help lead to arrests.
It was a case of deja vu for some deputies in Thurston County, Washington earlier this week.
Yeah, the deputies say they arrested the same man for driving under the influence exactly 24 hours apart.
Drew Mickelson has more.
I did hear something, but I didn't know what it was.
It's hard to make out, but this is the moment lightning struck first for the Nieves family.
Yeah, it is frustrating to especially have it right in your front yard, essentially.
So I was kind of
Gabriel Nieves woke up Sunday to find someone had crashed into his car right in front of their Olympia home and was trying to drive away.
He couldn't get it out, so it kept on getting hit.
Let's walk to the side of the car over here.
A sister called 911, and the driver, James McCurry, was arrested on driving under the influence charges.
Oh, come on, dude.
Then deputies say 24 hours later, down to the minute, just down the street, the same driver crashed into a tree stump and was again arrested on a DUI charge.
People don't learn their lesson, I guess. I don't know.
Same time, same place, same car, same suspect, the same two deputies. We went out there, gave them the same PBT, almost the exact same reading, like total deja vu. And I'm like, what are the odds?
Sheriff Derek Sanders says on both occasions, the man's alcohol breath test put him at nearly 4 times the legal limit to drive. Evidence that the state's DUI laws need to be strengthened.
I even believe that even getting to a point where we can start seizing cars, the legislator to give us the authority to seize cars for people who have been continuously driving drunk.
I guess, you gotta learn their lesson somehow, I just don't know what the third time is gonna be like.
And that was Drew Mickelson reporting. James McCurry pleaded not guilty to the separate driving under the influence charges. The judge ruled he must wear an ankle that will notify the court if he drinks alcohol. He must also have an interlock device in his car that will ensure he is sober before driving. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30. We're going to take you to Pasco, where tonight the Pushing In ceremony was held.
Can't wait to show you that. And Josh is showing us your full first alert forecast. Who's getting rain and how much? We'll be right back.
This newscast sponsored by Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors Kopstein and King for a free live webinar February 27th and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Hi, I'm pulmonologist Dr. Jamie Rutland. Did you know we take 20,000 breaths a day? And when we inhale, we invite all the contaminants in the room into our airways? Indoor air quality can be 5 to even 100 times worse than outdoors. Meet the Air Doctor. It's your prescription for clean air and the only hospital-grade air purifier equipped with advanced Ultra HEPA filters proven to improve your indoor air quality and overall health. I can confidently tell you that if it's in your air, it's in your body. Check this out. This would have been in your lungs.
And now you can breathe better with this exclusive TV-only offer. Save 40% now on your hospital-grade Air Doctor.
What makes Air Doctor hospital-grade? Well, it's the triple filtration, including an Ultra HEPA filter that removes virtually 100% of the smallest and most dangerous contaminants down to 0.003 microns, including mold spores, pollen, smoke, pet dander, even bacteria and viruses that make you sick. That's 100 times smaller filtration than ordinary HEPA purifiers. That means you can breathe easy, knowing your family can get relief from allergies and asthma and reduce airborne diseases.
Look what the Air Doctor trapped. I wouldn't want my kids breathing this in.
Air Doctor takes the guesswork out of clean air. A pre-filter captures large particles. The carbon filter removes smelly odors, dangerous gases, and harmful volatile organic compounds. The Ultra HEPA filter captures microscopic contaminants, even bacteria and viruses. And the Air Doctor smart sensors measure pollutants, automatically adjusting the filtration.
It's pulling the pollutants out, it's pulling the allergens out, it's even pulling the toxic chemicals that our cleaning products leave behind.
Call or go to tryair40.com now. Get 40% off our best-selling air purifier. Plus, every Air Doctor comes complete with our 30-day Breathe Better money-back guarantee.
Call 1-800-351-8597. That's 1-800-351-8597. Call now.
You heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell. This solar-powered, motion-activated, multi-directional floodlight. The versatile, wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And right now, it's yours for just $29.99. And the shipping is free. Order now and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-248-8281 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
Welcome back. A long-standing tradition dating back to the 1800s involves firefighters pushing in their new truck to officially put it into service. Today, the Pasco Fire Department invited the community to participate in this tradition. The Pasco Fire Department is always there when the community needs it, but this time the tables were turned. The PFD called on the community for a little help to push in their brand new fire engine, which weighs more than 50,000 pounds. Deputy Fire Chief Chris Mortensen says while this truck is a critical tool for firefighters, it ultimately belongs to the community.
What it demonstrates is a commitment to public safety and a recognition of public safety, not only between the city management staff, the firefighters, the city council, but seeing the investment in the within the community into public safety means a tremendous amount.
The new engine, a 2024 Pierce Enforcer, was funded by taxpayer dollars and replaces an older model. That older truck is now on reserve, ready to roll out if the new one ever needs maintenance. A special moment for the Pasco Fire Department and the community working together to welcome their newest life-saving tool. I love that. All right, in other news tonight, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass announced today she fired Los Angeles Fire Chief Christian Crowley.
Citing in part her response to last month's devastating wildfires, among the most destructive fires in California's history, Bass said the chief's removal was in the best interest of Los Angeles public safety. The fires, the Palisades and the Eaton fires, have killed 29 people and torched more than 37,000 acres since they began January 7th. The mayor has appointed former Chief Deputy Ronnie Villanueva as interim chief.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
We have some very active weather over the next 7 days, but in particular over the next 4 days with a couple different storm systems, one for Saturday and Sunday, and then another one for Monday and Tuesday. Really, the Saturday-Sunday one begins for tonight, so we'll go ahead and step you through it. Snow will be likely in the Cascades by the early evening, with small rain shower chances becoming more widespread after 6 p.m. This is around the time the Cascades will start to transition to rain, while the Blues will start to see that transition after 8 p.m. Rain chances will stay limited for lower elevations and the Blues, but will remain likely throughout the night in the Cascades. Then for tomorrow, rain will still be likely in the morning for the Cascades, with much smaller chances elsewhere. The Blues will finally see a full transition of rain after 10 a.m., and rain will be likely throughout the day in the Cascades, while rain chances gradually pick up for the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin, also after 10 a.m. Then for Saturday night, after 4 p.m., we'll see our first widespread surge of rainfall across the map. Rain will be likely for all of our microclimates, with chances remaining high through the evening and night. That's a fancy way of saying this will be in washout territory. So, okay, before we get to snowfall and rainfall totals, I first wanted to touch on the winds, as they'll be a factor as well, specifically after 7 p.m. tomorrow evening into Sunday. But we're thinking they could gust upwards of 45 to 50 miles per hour up in the Cascades and in the Blues. Snowfall, not going to be that big of an impact at all, so we'll go ahead and we'll talk about some of the rainfall that could accrue from the storm system. 6 p.m. on Friday to 4 in the morning on Monday could have 3.5 to 4 inches of rain up in the Cascades, maybe upwards of 1 inch to 1.5 inches in the Blues. And then as we head into the rest of the day on Monday, then for much of Tuesday as well, maybe we could have another 1.5 inches up in the Cascades, maybe another 0.5 inch in the Blues. So if you're keeping score at home, that could be upwards of 5 inches of rain in the Cascades over the span of about 4 days, and then upwards of 2 inches of rain in the Blues within the same time frame. But we could see localized flooding up in the Cascades, especially in and around some of those smaller streams. And the reason why we're going to have rain falling on top of existing snowpack in the mountains is because snow levels will be way up there, between 3,500 to 8,000 feet, and that's as a response to some much warmer high temperatures. For a change, we'll actually be above average, in fact about 10 to 15 degrees above average by Sunday, and we'll continue to keep it above average after that in the Tri-Cities. So here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances Saturday, which will turn likely Saturday night into Sunday and Monday, then trending drier for Tuesday and beyond. In Yakima, increasing rain chances over the next couple days. Rain likely Sunday and Monday, then dry and mild Wednesday through Friday. In Ellensburg, rain likely for Saturday through Monday, then drier overall next week. In Hermiston, small rain chances Saturday, which will grow tenfold Saturday night into Sunday and Monday, then looking drier for Tuesday and beyond. Then in Walla Walla, about a 50-50 shot of rain on Saturday, rain likely Sunday through Monday with a few thunderstorms possible, then drier overall into next week.
All right, we'll get ready. We have what's trending up next.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less. That's ironic. Yeah, but in a good way.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought Crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
Jax, what are you thinking? Grandpa told me to mark down the prices. Hartley, what are you doing? Grandpa told me to test out the beds. My brother and sister are crazy, but so is my grandpa. I love coming to our family furniture store at Meredith Furniture because I get to take naps on all of the Beauty Rest beds. But the main reason most of you guys come into Meredith Furniture is for all the great prices on Beauty Rest mattresses. Meredith Furniture on South First and Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
We're Sell My House Fast, and we've been buying unwanted houses for cash, fast, for 25 years. We'll buy this house, and this one, even this one, not that one. We'll buy this house for cash, and this house, but not that one either. If you're relocating, inheriting a home you don't want, if you've got a tenant you really don't want, we'll buy it. If you're behind on taxes and want to avoid foreclosure, going through divorce, or if you just need cash to get out of debt, we will buy your house at a fair cash price, and we'll close fast too. So with us, no real estate agent, which means no commissions, no repairs or cleaning necessary, no appraisals or formal inspections, no open houses, no closing costs, and no long wait to close. Sell My House has been buying unwanted houses since 1999. Call to learn more. We'll buy this house and this house. Okay, not that one. We've got hundreds of Google 5-star reviews because our offers are fair and the process transparent. Call now and we'll connect you with a qualified local buyer.
1-800-219-0560.
This QR code is your key to the new Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. A powerful weather forecasting tool that you can take with you anywhere. Just scan the code and access current conditions, forecasts, track storms as they're happening, get alerts, plus so much more, all to help plan your day. To download, just scan the code. It's easy to use and it's free. The Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Kraken, Panthers, pregame at 2:30, Saturday on MeTV.
Christmas may be long over for most of us, but it is just wrapping up in Leavenworth. This is the last weekend of Christmas lights out there. Let's show you a live look at those lights now. There are actually more than 500,000 lights shining over the Bavarian Alpine Village. How beautiful is that? They are on from 6 a.m. through 11 p.m. each day from Thanksgiving through the end of February.
And while many might be going out to get that Christmas feeling one more time, the weather may not be cooperating this weekend. Looks like a good chance of rain there, but oh, that's so pretty.
We can enjoy it from from here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, get the lime and salt ready. Tomorrow is National Margarita Day.
So whether you enjoy your drink on the rocks, frozen, or spicy, tomorrow is a great day to sip the tequila-based cocktail. Since National Margarita Day falls on a Saturday this year, a lot of restaurants and bars are offering deals to celebrate. If you do plan to partake, of course, drink responsibly and plan that safe ride home.
All right, Josh has a final look at weather up next.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
You have been granted a $1,000 check on behalf of STCU and Apple Valley News Now for all your work for Sent to Serve.
Carol Allenbaugh has been sent to serve. She began giving back to the community when she got tired of seeing homeless people struggling on the streets.
No, when I started, there was 40 that would come to me every Sunday. We're up to 150.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
If it was my family, I'd want to make sure they get all the information they need to make the best decision. That's why we fully inspect our vehicles and certify everything. With McCurley Certified and Certified Plus, we look at everything from the tires to the maintenance records to recalls to any open campaigns. We make sure the vehicle is completely safe. The only vehicles we sell are ones that are completely inspected. McCurley Certified means your vehicle meets a higher standard.
Find your way home in a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru.
I'm Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, please listen closely. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. It's a rate lock for your life insurance that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. Many policies you see don't have one, but you can get a lifetime rate lock from Colonial Penn. This plan was designed for people on a fixed income with coverage options that start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate is locked in for life. Coverage can never be canceled, and your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. See for yourself. Call for an information kit and gift. Both are free with no obligation.
Call 1-800-290-2244 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-290-2244. 1-800-290-2244. Call now.
This newscast sponsored by Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
Wanted to touch on the big impacts that we could see from this weekend into Monday and Tuesday. Again, first of all, the winds gusting, well, mainly after 7 p.m. on Saturday into Sunday. Very strong wind gusts up in the Cascades and in the Blues, gusting between 45 to 50 miles per hour. But again, the biggest impact from the storm system going to be the rainfall that we could see up in the Cascades, 3.5 to 4 inches from this evening all the way through Monday morning, and then maybe another inch to inch and a half for Monday and Tuesday through the wee hours of the morning on Wednesday. So in total, we could have upwards of maybe 5 inches of rain in the Cascades during that time span. So again, there's going to be the threat for localized flooding, especially in and around some of the smaller streams in the Cascades.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us here on the News at 6.
Have a great weekend. Hoping your news is good news as we leave you. Here's another live picture from Leavenworth, Washington.
Yes, enjoy the lights. Have a great weekend, everybody.